pedicle screw is a pedicle screw. They're all the same, right?
Right.
Today we're going to be discussing the MiRus Europa pedicle screw system from MiRus, a system I believe is truly differentiated, and it's backed by science. MiRus is a company based in Atlanta, and they've developed a proprietary super alloy called Molybdenum Rhenium. And this alloy has allowed them to create small implants that are much more low profile while not sacrificing any strength, durability, biocompatibility, or any of the characteristics that we really want out of the materials that are being implanted in our body. So just observing the molybdenum rhenium here on this pie chart, you can see this is a pure alloy that only contains these two respective metals, molybdenum and rhenium, whereas the traditional metals have to include all these other trace metals in order to maintain its integrity. These additional metals can be complicated when discussing image compatibility, as well as possible allergies to patients, representing significant disadvantages in comparison. With this graph, you can see the strength of the molybdenum rhenium alloy. It's evident that strength-wise, the more alloy surpasses both titanium and cobalt chrome. In the middle, you can see that cobalt chrome, obviously stronger than titanium, but still unmatched by the strength of the molybdenum rhenium alloy. As required by the FDA with the ASTM 1717 testing for implants, you can see the respective materials represented. The test requires these alloys to bend and flex 2.5 million times successfully in a standard study. Titanium, you can see, can do it up to 150 newtons until it fails, 200 newtons for cobalt chrome, and then you see the Moore rod here at 350 newtons. But it's important to note that it's performing like this at a much smaller profile rod at 4.0 in comparison to 5.5, so the volume of metals required is substantially less. I'm going to give you my 3 favorite features of this system. Number 1, the Europa pedicle screw system has small, low-profile tulip heads. At 10.9 millimeters in width and 14 millimeters in height, you're looking at the smallest tulip size in the market. And that tulip size is attributed to, number 2, the 4.5 millimeter molybdenum rhenium rod. Due to the characteristics of the alloy, its strength, durability, you're able to create a much smaller rod, which then allows the company to manufacture a much smaller tulip size. Unlike traditional 5.5 and 6.0 systems that are made of titanium and cobalt chrome, you can see a big difference when molybdenum rhenium is utilized here. Number 3 is the rod performance. The molybdenum rhenium rod is significantly better than cobalt chrome and titanium in my opinion for longer constructs. The rod is more durable than any titanium or cobalt chrome rod, and it actually doesn't become fatigued as you bend it over and over again. So as you're bending it, you don't get those propagations, those cracks, and that loss of strength from the rod that you would get from titanium or cobalt chrome. So what we see a lot in deformity surgery is the initial surgery is a success, and then down the road, that titanium, that cobalt chrome rod may break, and a surgeon has to go in and actually use connectors and additional rods to make it stable again. With molybdenum rhenium, the theory is you can use those 2 rods and feel completely safe in the long term for your patients not have to deal with those breakages and those revision rates. So there you have it, guys. Those are my thoughts on the Europa pedicle screw system from MiRus. If you have a comment or something to say, leave it in the thread below. I'd love to interact with you. And if you enjoyed this video, click subscribe. We've got more content coming in the future. I'm Avery. This is Medivice. We'll catch you next time.